Good afternoon, gentlemen. James, we'll start with you. We go again. How are you feeling ahead of the new season?
Yeah, thanks. Great to see everybody. It's good to be back here, getting ready for a new year, new car, new technical regulations. So yeah, a lot to kind of get to grips with. But we're looking forward to it. It's been a long time coming. We started the development of this car back in 2020. But yeah, there's a huge amount that's new. So it's honestly, it feels like right now there's. If you simply look at the sheer amount of technical kind of introduction for this year, new car, then the sporting regulations, it's almost a reset, I think, for everybody. So, yeah, I think the important point for us being incredibly humble, we just have to get our heads down and work as hard as we can. And it's going to be an incredibly competitive start to the season, I'm sure. And these early races are going to be really fascinating to see where the pecking order starts to sit. But you can't rest on your laurels about where you were previously. I think it's a reset in many respects. So, yeah, we're looking forward to it. We're up for it. But it's going to be an exciting year ahead, I'm sure.
You'll tell me that we won't know until Mexico or maybe the first 3 rounds, but do you spend any time during testing looking at the competitive order or trying to work out where you sit in it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, the days when you are, doing testing and then other people are there, you try and get a judge, but it's almost, it is almost impossible. You can get some idea of each other, but honestly, I think when the reality is once we get to Mexico and Saudi, we'll then, I think, start to see where the trend is emerging across different types of circuits as well. So, and even here this week, it's really important to start to get a judge of who's doing what on what runs, but you never know fully. And we have seen in the past, it isn't always fully reflective of then the form you see when you get to the first races. So I think, like I said, I actually just take the view that we need to approach every race this year, especially the early part of the season, and just really get our heads down, do the best we can to come out and be best prepared. And I think with any new generation, new era, the early races are really key.
And you're the only team on the grid with the same drivers as last season. Is that important?
We think so, and we're really, really pleased. We have a great driver lineup in Mitch and Sam. So from our point of view, it's the continuity, I think, especially when we think of how much is new, having something which isn't new also helps. We know our drivers well. We know how they work. They know how we work, and it means we're not having another kind of thing to factor in terms of where they're calibrated to. So yeah, it's really good for us as far as we're concerned.
Thomas, we'll turn to you. Welcome back. Have you missed it? Missed Formula E?
If I'm honest, yes.
I thought you were going to say, if I'm honest, no.
No, first of all, warm welcome also from my side. We're happy to be back. After 7 years in Formula E, 1 year without Formula E, it was a really hard year. But it was a kind of overbridging because it was always our target to be back again, because we love Formula E, we believe in the series, and we love competition, and this is the reason why we are back and why we are happy.
And has this project, I mean, how has it been building the team? Is it a lot of similar people to the first 7 years, or did it have to be a whole new sort of startup?
No, clearly we tried to keep all our people, because this is the big asset what we have. The people are the important persons, I would say. They have the know-how, so this was clear for us to keep people, to try to keep them to our bridge with DTM and some other series. And I would say 75% from the current team are having a lot of experience in Formula E, and are the same people like in season 7. So some new people, but it's good to get some more know-how and some experience maybe from other teams into our team. So, but we are good prepared, I would say.
And how does it feel, sort of testing this Gen 3 car here compared to the Gen 1 car at Donington Park? I mean, it's a big step.
It's true, it's a big step, but if I'm honest, the last 4, 5, 6 weeks were not easy for us, because we are, I guess, 2.5 months behind the others. We had a late decision. Mahindra helped us, big thanks to them, to get a powertrain, but we are missing time, especially track time, and so the last 6 weeks were not easy. We're a little bit similar to season 1. A lot of work, the guys are not sleeping a lot, to be honest. I'm not sleeping a lot, I think you can see it, but yeah. Huh? You look great. Thank you very much. The colleagues are still polite to me, this is also good.
He's not being honest.
Okay. No. but a little bit similar, clearly on a completely different level. Working level is the same, but the professional level is a huge different. The competitiveness is quite high, and yeah, we are the underdogs, I would say, for season 9.
Absolutely. Well, best of luck for it.
Thank
Nicolas, turning to you, could you tell us a little bit about how the DS Penske partnership is sort of working in practice? Because sort of by the end of last year, it was quite a small team at Penske, and I guess it's
Sure.
grown a lot.
Yes, exactly. So we are very happy, I would say, to have done this partnership between Penske Autosport and DS Automobile. It has been a great opportunity for the team and I would say for DS as well. Building this relationship, at the end of the season, during the summer, preparing everything. I think that DS did a great job developing this car, and we are starting to see some good figures, I would say. So quite happy with that during the development. And regarding the team, yes, relatively big change for Penske Autosport moving with DS. The team has moved to France to have everybody under the same roof. So yes, it has been a good merge. Still work in progress, you know. But I think it has been a great job by both parties. Again, everybody under the same roof helped a lot to have everything aligned.
And it must be very exciting for Penske, because it feels like this is, especially with the driver lineup as well, this is best season, best chance of success for a long time.
Yes, completely. We have working on drivers very, very early. Our target was clear, having the best driver on the paddock, and we have worked on that and we are very happy with our lineup with Stoffel and Jev, obviously both champion or multiple champions, so quite a great lineup, and also with our reserve driver with Oliver. I think we are very happy to have the three of them to have joined us. So yes, we think we are in good position regarding that, and we think that we have a great team of mechanics and engineers as well working around them to support the performance.
Cool. Best of luck for the season. We'll open it up to the floor now. If you have a question, lift your hand up.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Question for all three. Fast charging will be delayed next season, or this season. We're not quite sure going into the season when it's going to come in. Do you think that's acceptable for a World Championship to have that uncertainty in the regulations? Thanks.
Who wants to start? We'll do James. James, you can start with that one.
Yeah, so I think clearly we have a lot of firsts on this car, Sam, and I think it's no secret that clearly there's a number of issues which we need to kind of fully resolve. So I think it's pragmatic that we find the right time to introduce it, and I think what's really important is we make sure we're on top of everything before we add another layer on. So I think for sure it would have been great to start first race with it all, but actually pragmatically the most important thing is we introduce fast charging when we're fully ready as well. So yeah, I think in being pragmatic about it, the timing and when it's introduced is really kind of critical, that we know we can introduce it without creating any further complexity. I think that's a really important point. We can deliver it robustly, and it can really then become a fantastic addition to the championship. We know when it does come in, it's a great topic to add in, but let's make sure we're all ready for it.
Thomas?
To be honest, it's not my biggest problem currently, but I fully agree with him. But also, to be honest, we have to secure the suppliers a little bit. I think everybody knows the problems currently with the deliveries and parts and all these topics. So it's important tool for us. It's important topic, the fast charging, clearly. But I think we should understand it, and hopefully we implement it soon. But like he said, everything has to work 100%, and we need the parts, we need the cells, we need everything. And if we have it, we will bring it to the track, I guess.
Nicolas?
Yes, fully agree with my colleague. Fast charging is important topic for electric car in general, so we would like to show that as well in racing, and what we are bringing with this high level of charge with 600 kilowatt power charging is great. We just need to bring it when it will be ready, and it will not for the start of the season. So let's have the championship working on that, and they will bring us when it will be ready.
Next question.
Good afternoon, Benjamin Vinel from motorsport.com. A question for Nicolas Mauduit. Globally, what does Penske have with DS that the team did not have before?
Sorry, I'm not sure to understand.
Like, what did DS bring to the team? Make the team stronger.
Quite a lot. So we were an independent team and manufacturer. So that's great on the paper. You can do everything you want, but you have also your limitation in terms of resources, in terms of budget, and in terms of equipment as well. Obviously, DS has a great amount of personnel with a very experienced into designing great powertrain. That's what they did for this new car. They have as well some very nice facility that we didn't have previously to test your powertrain and your car in general. So yes, they bring a lot on the table and in the partnership to increase our performance in general on track.
Thank you.
Any more?
So, Robert Seibert, motorsportmagazin.com. A question to all three of you. Fans, media, and some drivers, they are surprised that the Gen 3 cars are actually almost as fast as the Gen 2 cars here, at least. What could be the reasons? Are you also surprised, or was that to be expected?
James, we'll go that way again, sorry.
No problem.
Alphabetical, Barclay. Yeah.
So I think there's a number of factors. You know, it's we are also very early in Gen 3, and I think one thing we'll see the pace obviously increase through the full generation of this car. There's a number of areas. It's not one specific area. You know, we have a fantastic new tyre with Hankook, but it's quite a hard compound in comparison to what we had previously with the Michelin. So there's something element there. We, as you know, the regulations now, we don't have any systems on the car. So for those watching in the wet yesterday, you'll see how difficult it is for the drivers to get the power down, and there's lap time there for sure. So it's a number of different areas across the car. But for sure, you know, we're at the start of a journey, and where we'll be at the end, I think will be very different. Where we're comparing the kind of the peak Gen 2 with the start of Gen 3, and we'll see an evolution of these cars for sure, where the pace increases over the 4 years. But those are just two examples where, you know, actually in some respects it's a lot harder now with 350 kilowatts, a lighter car, incredible torque. Just even getting traction down is you'll see that, stand at the chicane and see the exit, and you start to see these cars are really, really challenging to drive, and that's definitely part of the challenge for the drivers as well.
Thomas, anything to add?
Nothing to add, if I'm honest, because you mentioned the tires, you mentioned that we are at the beginning of a journey, of a new era. And if you remember season 4, I don't remember the lap times here, but we were no quicker than the lap times today. So ask us this question again in 4 years, and you will get the answer.
Oh yes, that's a lot of time.
Yeah. No, but
He still won't have
4
slept.
years was Gen 2 ended last year after 4 seasons, and if you compare that with a new era now, it's not fair. So give us some time, and we will improve clearly the performance.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Oh, anything to?
Yeah, I fully agree with my colleague. But let's see as well where we will be on Friday, because we are still learning on the car, and I believe let's make a point on Friday as well. We'll continue to improve our lap time, obviously. So we will bring some additional performance.
You see, he's speaking from Friday. I'm speaking from 4 years. So these are. And if you saw his lap time today, so I don't understand your question. But
Great. Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining us. Nicolas Mauduit, Thomas Biermaier, and James Barclay. Best of luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you.